Colin Nadeau.
Okay, Colin, how you doing today?
Good, beautiful fall day.
Yeah, yeah, I know it. I see you have a Packard jacket on there.
Oh yes.
Do you have a little background on the vehicle that you have here today?
Yes, the vehicle was sold out of St. Louis, Missouri to an Arizona family.
Okay.
And the Arizona family had it for several years, kept it in the family. And a fella from California bought it from the family. After the family, no one wanted it anymore. And he did a lot of work on it, virtually redid it, painted it, and so on and so forth. Got in good condition. Then he traded the car, eventually this car, for a Duesenberg. And a fella in Massachusetts had a Duesenberg and wanted a Phaeton, a Duel Cowl Phaeton, so they traded. And then he had it for several years, and I would see it at shows around New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and I just loved the car. So I said, you know, if you ever want to sell that car, he said, no, it's not for sale. I said, well, if you ever do, I would be happy to entertain thoughts on it, buying it.
This is my favorite.
And so he came with upon a 12-cylinder Duel Cowl Phaeton. They made very few 12s and very few 8s, but 12s are even more rare than the 8s. And he wanted to fix it up and redo it, and it was a costly project. And so he contacted me and said he'd sell me this car, and so I'm, as far as I know, the 4th owner of this car.
Now, Duesenberg and Packard were big names at the time.
Back in the 20s and 30s, yes, they were.
Now, are you from this area?
I live down in Massachusetts, yes.
Okay, and where in Massachusetts?
Down in the Andover area.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Could you point out some features of the car?
Well, it's a Duel Cowl Phaeton, and the Phaeton has no windows in the car.
Okay.
So it's a summertime car, really. And the families that would have owned a Phaeton would have had to have 2 cars, because this is not a driver in off-season. This would be a summer family picnic car, that kind of thing. And it's a big straight 8, Packard 8. It weighs 5,050 pounds. Has a 140-inch wheelbase. It's a great running car.
Seems like a heavy, well-built car.
Yes, well, they built them heavy, a lot of metal on them. But there's a lot of wood in this car also. A lot of all the door frames are wood and then covered with metal. But it's a great driver, a lot of fun, and it's even nicer looking, in my opinion, with the top down. But it's a little cool today.